My high school bully said I'd be alone forgotten. Tyler Morrison made high school a waking nightmare. I was the quiet girl with books instead of friends, headphones instead of gossip, and he latched onto me like a bloodhound on a scent. Freak girl, he called me every day. He'd knock my lunch off the table, trip me in the hallway, humiliate me in front of anyone who'd watch. But the worst? Homecoming week. I was sitting in the cafeteria doing chemistry homework, minding my own business, when Tyler stood on a damn chair and shouted across the room, "Look at Sarah Chen! Freak girl alone again! Gonna die in a tiny cat apartment crying into a textbook." The whole room laughed. Some meowed. I bolted to the bathroom and didn't come out till the bell rang. That day broke something in me, but something else hardened. I made a pact with myself. I was getting out of that town, and I was never coming back. I started working out, killed it in every class, and graduated with a full scholarship. 10 years later, I was living in Chicago. Condo downtown, marketing director at a firm I loved, doing just fine. Tyler Morrison was a dusty memory. Until I bumped into his dad. His name was David. I met him at this indie coffee shop near my place. I was grabbing a latte, he was behind me in line. We struck up a conversation about a book I was reading, and ended up talking for over an hour. It felt weirdly natural. He was warm, thoughtful, sharp, nothing like his son. We started dating. I had no clue who he was at first. Just thought he was this charming, divorced architect who had a beautiful old Victorian home and a thing for vintage books. Then one day, months in, he mentioned his son. Tyler, he said. Tyler Morrison. I literally dropped my fork. I didn't say anything. Not then. 6 months later, he proposed. A quiet night at his place. Vintage Art Deco ring. The whole thing felt like a dream. We planned a small wedding at his house with just close friends and family. On the morning of the wedding, I was doing my makeup when David casually said, "Tyler might stop by today. Wants to meet you." I froze. Tyler Morrison? Yeah, he said. Tyler James. My heart was thudding, but I just nodded. Cool. The ceremony was perfect, calm, beautiful, until Tyler walked in during our first dance. I saw the exact second he recognized me. His face strained. "Sarah?" he said, like he'd seen a ghost. David was beaming. "Tyler, meet my wife." I reached out with the sweetest smile. "Sarah Chen Morrison. So nice to see you again." David blinked. "You two know each other?" I kept it casual. "We went to high school together. Different circles. You know how it is." Tyler looked like he wanted to throw up. After the reception, he pulled me aside, furious and confused. "You married my dad?" I shrugged. "I married a wonderful man. The fact that it bothers you? Just icing on the cake." He was pale. "Does he know what I did to you?" "No," I said. "And I'm not planning to tell him. I'm not here for revenge, Tyler, but I am your stepmom now, so maybe treat me with a little respect." After that, Tyler basically vanished. Family dinners, always working late. Holidays? Caught a bug? David was confused. "He's never this distant." I just said, "It's hard watching a parent move on." Thanksgiving was the breakthrough. Tyler showed up, awkward and polite. He helped carve the turkey, made dry jokes, and kept looking at me like I was a ghost. After dinner, he cornered me again. I think about it all the time. What an asshole I was. I didn't flinch. "Good, you should." He stared at the floor. "Can we start over? For my dad's sake?" I studied him. He looked older, tired. David had told me Tyler was battling depression, working at an auto shop, barely holding things together. "I don't need your apology," I said. "I just need you to be a good son, because he loves you more than you deserve." His eyes filled up. "I know, and I've let him down." "Then stop. Be better. Not for me, for him." And something clicked. After that, Tyler started showing up, slowly. Dinner once a month turned into weekly visits. He brought a girlfriend, Rebecca, to Christmas. David was over the moon. A few months later, David had a heart attack. Minor, thank God. I rushed to the ER, and Tyler showed up minutes after. "How is he?" he asked, breathless. "Stable," I told him. He sat next to me in the waiting room, rambling apologies for not calling enough, not visiting, not being there. I just said, "He knows you love him. That's what matters." When he finally saw his dad, he broke down, said everything. I watched from the hall. Later, he passed by me, whispered, "Thank you for loving him, for being better than I ever was." Click the full story to see what happened next.